I'll be there before the man. Never break your heart. I'll be there from the start. Meet me at the bar. I gotta take the bus because they repossessed my car. Thank you. I came home yesterday. I saw the repo truck headed the other way. And on the back of his truck was my pickup. Okay, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that big C. Before the land and on the phone. We'll do something different. I'm gonna start calling my get. I'll start calling my listeners. Rather let them call me. Leave your number. I'll call you.
Witty and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And somebody just made an interesting observation, which I knew about. They cut the district up so bad to try to get a Democrat. It goes all the way down to Mobile. So maybe they're staying down there, folks don't live in the district. Maybe they don't know Phillips Hall down in Mobile. They know figures because the way they have gerrymandered the district. So, I mean, and that's what they've done. They've gerrymandered the district, but hey, they're trying to put black folks in their own little category. We're going to be all by ourselves all over again. We just let people vote. Come on. Yeah. But yeah, I got okay. Okay. Yeah. Don't waste your time now because I hate that. But yeah. 848, but there are a lot of interesting things on that. But I'm still trying to figure. Okay, if anybody knows that legend, I just want to know. Okay, well, I'm a man of logic and reason. I'm a man of logic and reason. So I'm a pretty reasonable guy. It has to pass that test. So maybe one of our legislators could sort of explain to me when you say the education system is over, has a surplus. Now, let me get this straight. Everybody that I know that's in the school business keeps telling us how much money, how much more money they need. So I'm just trying to figure out how can you have a surplus on something that's always needing something? So I'm just so where does the surplus come from? Does the surplus come from the fact that the legislators are not haven't taken as much money this year as they did last year, or vice versa? So does how can you have an education trust fund with money that goes to other things? Now, again, logic and reason. Now, I may not be the smartest guy in town, but I'm certainly not the dumbest. So, how do you have a surplus on a budget that keeps growing, and they keep telling us that they need more money? So, where does that extra money? Now, anybody out there work for the state or anything like that? Please send me some information because I like to know how do you get a surplus on a trust fund that always needs money. So if it always needs money, then how can it have a surplus? And $9 billion. You're telling us that you cannot fund the schools in Alabama for $9 billion. And now that doesn't include the private schools. Private schools, they pay for their own stuff. Now I'm all for choosing. I'm all for the choice vote. Because if the money is following the child, then I ain't got no problem with that. Okay. And the public school doesn't seem to compete well enough with the other schools, then maybe the public school system needs to get their act together too, and let's start producing excellent people, at least better people than we are, uh, outside the magnet schools. Magnet schools are public schools. That's true. But they are treated sort of like private public schools. That's what they are. Public private schools. I'm not mad at it. Okay. Because no child who wants to learn wants to be saddled with stupidity and incorrigibility and just plain ignorance. No child who wants to learn, even children know what stupidity is. They may not know how to define it, but it's kind of like pornography. We may not can define it, but we know when we see it. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah. 860-1440. Again, next hour we're gonna go through the ballot and tell you who's on it, what some of the issues are, and then maybe by that time one of our legislators will call me and tell me uh, what else do we use the education fund for, education trust fund for? Because obviously it's not being used totally for education. Okay, I never really paid much attention, but now that Montgomery's keep asking us for money, now I realize the new bill. I'm gonna support it. I'm not gonna tell people not to vote against it because let me tell you why. The only reason why, because when Arthur Watts was up here the other day, he did say something that made sense. For decades, Montgomery had a 10 meter when everybody else was going up and surpassing us. So for decades, they were. It's kind of like me trying to live on the budget I had 40 years ago. Today, I can't do it. And if I do it, I got a room somewhere underneath somebody's house to live in. Okay, because I can't afford anything else. So okay, I'm on support. It's just what it is. No more new ones though. would never, if I live in that neighborhood, I would never support another one, okay? Unless I see kids coming out there like they're coming out of Valiant Cross, who walk down the street with their heads held high with honor and dignity. They don't be cussing all around, and you can't smell marijuana. Give me that atmosphere in a public school, and I'm all for it. But right now, we're not there. We're not there. We making excuses for it. Okay. All right then. So let's go to the phone. Good money on there. Yeah. 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 I was barely, listen. I was barely making it to begin with. Yeah. Yeah. You know what they say, though, can't leave a man behind, baby. Can't leave a man behind. That's what they say. And I'm glad he did too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad he did too because it changed my mind about the whole issue. Because now, if it was a new one, I wouldn't be for it, but it's already there. We already planning it anyway, so no big deal. But they're going to start producing, uh, taking control of the schools and providing my child with an atmosphere that is conducive to good learning. Yeah, yeah. Well, some of the parents, but I got to tell you something. I think the school system has sort of discouraged sometimes, not Shamika or Leroy, but discouraged good people because teachers have a tendency sometimes because they got an education degree to think they know more than I know about my own child, and they don't listen to it. Okay, now you got to prove that one to me now. You got to prove that one to me. Yeah. Okay. Really? And she gave him permission to read off one of the books off her desk. Okay. And what year was that? What year was that? What's too late to complain about it now? No, we're gonna talk it. Give me the name. I'll call her up. That's what a problem. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, speaking of the schools, Montgomery Advertiser is having a student of the week for and I think that the names are submitted from the school. So somebody put Jarrell Elkins down, okay? He's a hell of a student, good kid, everything. Somebody put him down. I can't put him down because I do perfect. Okay. So he goes to Quincy Dooley, okay? Put him down for student of the week. Okay. Can I put him in? I think the school has to do it. I don't think we can do it. Okay. So anybody in PJ listening, okay, we put Z on the thing for Jarrell Elkins on the thing for student of the week. Okay, and maybe we'll start complaining about the school. I'm just saying. No. So anyway, well, yeah, why is it that more Democrats in power uh, get caught up in criminality in office than black, than Republicans? Now Republicans do steal. Oh, absolutely. They steal like they steal the best stuff. But it does seem in small towns, it does seem that the black small city mayor, they seem to, they seem to get caught more often. I mean, maybe they're like my checking account. One day I woke up and had like 20 extra $1,000 in it, and I tried to go to the bank and pull it all out. But thank God for age, because I knew that sooner or later they would come back and say, "Hey, we made a mistake." I said, "You sure did." So I left the money in there, and I told him it was there. Okay? So y'all be proud of me for that because I got over it. I didn't take the money and go have a good time that weekend. Okay? Anyway, we'll be back. It's 8:58 in the morning, almost 9 o'clock. We're going through the ballot next hour. Okay, who's on it, what's on it, and what you should give it.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in the Texas Panhandle, where a massive wildfire is only 5% contained this morning. It's blamed for at least 2 deaths. Crews are racing to put out the flames before temperatures and winds pick up again. PBS Texas' Jason Allen is outside Amarillo.
The Smokehouse Creek fire is now the largest in Texas history and has burned more than 1 million acres.
It was like Armageddon. It was like the end of the world.
In Fritch, Ryan Hightower says he and her family almost didn't make it out of their house in time.
And actually, was lost in a matter of seconds.
Their home is 12 feet over the ground just in Fritch. Tyler McKean and his family are still trying to figure out what's next.
I want to eat the house. You want your house? An epic blizzard has begun in California, Sierra Nevada. The driver and truckee is upset over road restrictions.
I don't like that they got restrictions like let people get on the road if you know how to drive. If you don't know how to drive, get off the road.
It's expected to intensify dramatically by tonight and dump up to 12 feet of snow in higher elevation. Wind gusts already clocked at more than 100 miles an hour. On the outskirts of Moscow, thousands of supporters yelled Alexei Navalny's name outside his memorial. Raimi Inocencio at the foreign desk.
The funeral for Alexei Navalny, as well as the burial of his body, are finished, but the crowds of mourners there, they're still gathering outside the cemetery. And CBS News has learned that the police presence is also rising, that there are police vans building up there, and that there are vans blocking cell signals.
In the Middle East, Israeli forces arrested a 46-year-old Palestinian woman in the West Bank. They have now let her go. She is of Palestinian American descent. Police in Independence, Missouri say a court employee trying to serve an eviction notice was shot and killed, along with one of 2 officers who responded to help him. Police Chief Adam Duffin on 35-year-old Officer Cody Allen.
We're broken. Very keen. We're a broken family. As any other family, we surround each other and lift each other up.
The second officer expected to recover. The suspected gunman is in custody. New study in the Lancet finds obesity rates soaring in the U.S. From 1990 to 2022. They more than doubled in men, doubled to almost 44% in women. Lead author Majid Ezati.
Age of gaining weight is getting earlier and earlier. There is going to be generations that will be affected by this.
And those rates in men up to 42%, in women, kids, 20%. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Another somebody done somebody wrong song.
Interrupted sleeping, groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jenna miserable. Then a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
A hatch watch is underway in Southern California.
3 bald eagle chicks could emerge any time now from eggs laid in a nest monitored by nature lovers on a popular online camera feed. The mother, named Jackie, laid the eggs in late January atop a tree overlooking Big Bear Lake, high in the San Bernardino Mountains east of LA. She sat on the eggs for more than 2.5 days straight when a recent winter storm blanketed the nest with snow. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Grounds for divorce. The bride wore white. The groom wore his Apple Vision Pro headset on his wedding day in Utah. Jacob Wright is a tech engineer for an AI startup. His new wife, Chambry, says she was infuriated and warned him against wearing the $3,500 contraption, calling it creepy. He says it'll be super awesome to show the pictures to their kids one day. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Fellow Americans, former CIA officer Jason Hansen, market instability and soaring debt and retirement at risk. I recommend diversifying into physical gold from Advantage Gold, a 5-star rated gold company I've used for years. Their customer service is unmatched. Call 800-741-GOLD now and say Jason Hansen sent you and get a free 2024 gold investment kit. Again, call 800-741-GOLD.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440. Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We're everywhere, on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Fellow Americans, former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. Market instability and soaring debt have put your retirement at risk. For protection, I recommend diversifying into physical gold from Advantage Gold, a 5-star rated gold company I've used for years. Their customer service is unmatched. Call 800-741-GOLD now and say Jason Hansen sent you and get a free 2024 gold investing kit. Again, call 800-741-GOLD.
Rabies is a viral disease that can infect all mammals, including humans. This is State Public Health Veterinarian Dr. D. Jones. Protect yourself, your family, and your pet, not just by staying away from wild animals that often carry the virus, but also by getting your pets vaccinated. Raccoons and bats are the most common carriers of the rabies virus. The first reaction may be to approach a strange acting or injured animal, but oftentimes people are bitten or scratched while trying to help these animals. The best approach may be to contact your local animal control officers. If you are bitten or scratched by an animal, you should seek medical attention immediately. Although rabies is 100% fatal, it is also 100% preventable.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov. This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris, encouraging you to take the Purple Pledge and support the 47 million people worldwide who are living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias.
The number of Americans living with Alzheimer's is growing at an alarming rate. 10% of people over the age of 65 have the disease, and 2/3 of them are women. Someone in the United States develops Alzheimer's every minute. As the number of older Americans continues to grow, so will the number of new and existing cases of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. New research is making it possible to detect Alzheimer's disease and providing an accurate diagnosis earlier than ever before. Learning the signs of Alzheimer's, and if you notice them in a family member, seek medical treatment.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Septic tanks are used where municipal sewers are not available, and maintenance is important. Failing septic tank systems can endanger your family, pollute the environment, and can be expensive to repair. You can prevent your system from failing by having your tank pumped every 3 to 5 years, keep a separate container for grease and dispose of it properly. Use detergents low in phosphates and spread laundry over several days as to not overload the system with too much water. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Russell Wilson here. We play 60 United Way in the NFL, helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids.
To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, we received a handwritten note which they delivered to our mailbox, letting us know how much they had enjoyed our dinner together, along with an article that we had discussed. You know, in today's high-tech, low-touch world, it's refreshing to get a thoughtful handwritten note once in a while. It's enough to inspire you to get started. To learn more, check us out at BeKindnessRevolution.net.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres.
Mm-hmm. All right, a little more water here, and I'll be ready to roll. Come on, gotta have the water. Hey, won't you believe another? Wow, my baby. Oh yeah, a song. Me and DJ Tommy, we should have been playing. Yeah, good morning to you. Hope today finds you well. So let me shut up and get to the business at hand. And our business at hand today is we're going to try to go through the what do you call this thing? The ballot for the we're going to start off with the Democrat one, and I think it will get the same amendment on it. So we're going to look at this right quick. Okay, that kind of messed that up. So let's take out of that one. And let's go make it a little bit bigger. There we go, right there. Okay, there we go. All right, the ballot. Democratic primary, constitutional amendments, and special school tax election, Montgomery County, Alabama, March the 5th, 2024. These are your contestants and some of the issues that are on the ballot as of Tuesday. Okay? Shall the following amendment to the Constitution of Alabama be adopted? Proposed amendment, amendment number 1. proposing an amendment to the Constitution of Alabama of 2022 to amend Section 71.01, authorizing the legislature to sign and transmit local laws or constitutional amendments before the transmission of basic appropriations, whatever that means. I'll figure that out. Okay, next one. Special election to renewal and continuation of levy of the 3.5 mil countywide school tax. Okay, it's a special election for the renewal and continuation, not a new one, just to continue it as it is of levy of the 3.5 mil county-wide school tax. Shall the governing body of Montgomery County, Alabama, be authorized to levy annually for a period of 30 successive years. Now, I'll be going by then, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Commencing on the levy for the tax year that begins October 1, 2024, for which tax year taxes will become due and payable on October the 1st, 2025. For public school purposes in said county, a special property tax rate of 35 cents on each $100 equal to 3.5 mil of each dollar of the assessed value of the taxable property, okay, in said county. The special tax shall be in renewal and continuation of the special tax at the same rate for the same purpose that is now being levied in said county. You have two answers you can give to it. The first answer is for the proposed taxation. The second answer is against the proposed taxation. Now, if I got any problem with this whatsoever, I'm going to vote for it. I'm going to go 30 years. I mean, why can't we do this thing like 10 years at a time? 30? Yeah. I'm going to go for it. Maybe we need 30 years to make it what we didn't get those last 50 years. I don't know. Okay? That's what I get. So that's the only, so those are the two considerations on the Democrat ballot. Well, now we get to the people that are running. Candidate for the President of the United States of America on the Democratic side, Dean Phillips and Joseph R. Biden Jr. But in the United States representative, the second congressional district, none of these people you're gonna ever you know up, they're too scared to come up here to a couple of them. But you're not gonna know most of these people that I'm gonna call their names. Okay. Okay. That's right. Yeah. After 1995, you knew this stuff. Number one, in the second congressional district, running for office, James Everhart, a former Marine. I had an opportunity to talk to him. Chief Warrant Officer 5, got to the pinnacle of his profession in that structure. So congratulations to him. Napoleon Bracey Jr. Don't even have a clue what he looks like. Don't know his voice. Don't know. Larissa Coleman, heard of her? Don't know her either. Anthony Daniels, I know who he is. He's a minority leader in the House. A couple of days ago, and listen, when you're running for the second position, I do agree that a lot of these people, they don't know me either, but they ought to find out who I am. Anthony Daniels. Somebody figure who's the son of, is Vivian still in the house? Still in the I don't know. Here's another one. Jundalyn Lily Devon. Jundalyn or Wandalyn, whatever her name is. Don't know her either. Jeremy Gray. Never heard of him either. But I guess he's a nice guy. Phyllis Harvey Hall. She's ours. We need to vote for her. We need to vote for her. We know her. We don't know the rest of them. Okay. Willie J. Renard. Okay. Now here's a guy that don't have a shot in the Hades. But listen. Right on, brother, for running. Vimal Patel. Try to run into all the Patels because they all name his last name is Patel. So yes, yeah, he's running. Never heard of him. Don't know who he is. And here's the last one. Larry Donnell Simpson. Okay, now moving right along. For delegates, for the delegates to the 2024 Democratic National Convention in the second congressional district. For Joseph R. Biden, Kyle Adams, Barbara Drummond, Patricia Eddington, Philip David Insler, Vivian Davis Figures, Kirk Hatcher, Patrice Kenny McClain. Hey, my name's, oh no, I'm not doing it. And then we got uncommitted delegates. Okay, that means the vote no more than 7. Okay, and a guy named Jim Lawler. But don't know who. Okay, I know Patricia. I know Kirk. I met Vivian once. I know Insler. Okay, so these are the people running for their. I don't know what delegates do anyway, but whatever they do. I guess they got to go say, for the great state of Alabama, we want to whatever they say, Joseph R. Biden. Yeah, I want to talk to all of them. Tell me why. Because he's a Democrat, and that's going to be the only reason. Yeah, we'll keep moving on. All right, let's move on. Move right on. Because I got all them. Okay, Joseph R. Biden delegates, Kyle Adams, Barbara Drummond, Patricia Eddington, Phil David Sealer, Vivian David Peters, Kirk Hatcher, Patrice Kenny McClain. I like that every time. Although she hasn't come up here yet, but she's a lawyer, but she's smart. So she come up here. They didn't show me. I didn't call her 5 times. That's okay. They're all scared to come over here and talk to me. I don't know why. I'm really a nice guy. That's what the school board people thought I was going to be a bummer, but I'm not. Just answer the question. That's all I have to do. Just kind of my killer. Don't filibuster me. Just answer the question. Okay, move right along. For the Circuit Court Judge, 15th Judicial Court, place number 6, Monet McCorvey James. And the other one is Greg Griffin. I think that's Greg Griffin Jr., I believe, not the big dog. Okay, I think this is his son. Okay, move right along. The member of the Montgomery County Commission, Dan Harris, on place number 1. Kenneth Lano and Jehan Sanders. A member of the County Commission, District number 2, Carmen Moore Ziegler and Mr. Eric Wright. Okay. So, okay. For Montgomery County Judge of Probate, Darnell Coley and J.C. Love III. Okay. Anybody else? Eric Wright ran a long time ago, and that's the end of it. So that's all the people running on the Democratic thing for local elections, as well as presidency of the United States in the primary. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to the Republicans. Okay, where my Republican buddies at? I gotta get them in a second. Okay, really? Where are my Republican friends at? Okay, let me find that. Let me find where. Okay, there we go. There we go. Right there. All right, going up there. So I can get what these people are trying to do to me. What they're trying to do to me. Okay. To vote, all you gotta do is, make sure you make sure you do the little thing right there and put it in the machine. Okay. For president of the United States of America. Oh, I'm so wrong for president. Oh, well these people, they have all these people that been, okay, this must have been an old one. But they got Ryan Blinker, Chris Christian, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, David Struckenberg, Donald J. Trump, and uncommitted. Okay, those people are not running. Some of those folks are not running, but I guess this is an old ballot. So you know who's running: Donald J. Trump for the most part, and Nikki Haley at the moment. Okay, State Board of Education. Oh, here's one for president of the Public Service Commission. Okay, I think it's time for somebody new. I do. With the bill, would our light bill keep going up 3 times in 1 year? I cannot say that Twinkle's looking out for us because I don't see it. But we got Twinkle Andrus Kavanaugh and Robert L. McCollum. Okay, okay. I think it's time for a change. I think people have been there too long. I just, I just, I just think it's been a joke. And it's got the same special election for the continuation of the levy of the 3.5 mil countywide tax service. So let's just keep that going, keep that rolling out. For the United States representative who's going to represent the second congressional district is number one, Greg Albritton, Dick Brubaker, Caroline Dobson, Carla M. Dupree, Wallace Gilberry, Hampton Harris. He did come on, talk to me. That's good. Stacey P. Shepardson and Belinda Thomas. Okay. Don't know most of them. I know Jay. I know Mr. Hampton. But the rest of everybody, they're just a blur. And I've heard of Greg Albritton. Yeah, he got to get some more. He came up here easy. Okay, so the member of the state board. District number 3. Ann C. Eubank, Charlotte Meadow, who I know Charlotte's a good person. And we got Melissa Snowden. I like Melissa too. Well, hey, if we get either one of those guys, we'll be doing all right. Kelly Mooney. We'll be doing all right. We get Charlotte Meadow, or we get Melissa Snowden. I think we'll be doing. I think we'll be doing. I think we'll be doing. Yeah, we'll be doing okay. Yeah, did I miss you say? Yeah, it's Gaines versus Griffin, but it's not Griffin. It's not Griffin. It's not the big dog. It's his son. I believe that's who she's running again. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Momento. About to get you, yeah. Okay, before I get back to the ballot, a bit of good news for folks in Montgomery. Now, I got to take credit for this, because I've been whining about it for years, and I got to take credit. And finally, a mayor who gets in office decided to do something about it. Okay, so Montgomery mayor signs an executive order absolving some unpaid fines and fees, not all, but some. And here's how it goes. If you are a Montgomery resident with an unpaid fine, you may be eligible for relief in April. Mayor Stephen Reed signed an executive order yesterday that cancels certain unpaid fines and fees and court costs assessed before January 1st, 2014. From our standpoint, it is not about excusing behavior. It is about recognizing our current system does more harm than good, said Mayor Reed. From our standpoint, it's not about excusing behavior. I just told you that. The order applies to non-DUI traffic cases, misdemeanor marijuana offenses, and Class C misdemeanors. In total, the city is foregoing about $10 million of fines and fees. Now, if you do have fines and your driver's license been screwed up, you still have to pay the state. You still got to pay the state their money to redo your driver's license thing, whatever the case may be. It's about time they did something like that. We've held kids hostage for 20, men hostage for 20, 30 years because they just didn't have the money, okay, to pay the fees and stuff like that. And of course, they don't. I think they get the fines and fees goes up as long as you don't pay, whatever the case may be. You lose your job, can't get to work, so now you don't have any money. Hey, congratulations for them for doing that. I mean, and if you got some in the last 10 years, they're gonna still come after you. But like you started out at 22, and now you're like 52. They might want to go down and see that too. Okay. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Make it quick now. You got about 2 minutes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Valid, or is the Supreme Court acting independently or doing things on their own? That would be interesting. Have you heard who actually filed the brief or whatever to get them to rule the way they did?
Yeah. No, I agree with what they did, so I don't really care who filed it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Always. I appreciate it. Take one more, then I get back to the Republican ballot. Good morning. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that's true. Now he's in the Air Force. Yeah. Now I understand. Yeah, I know the rule. We good. Appreciate it. Let me see now. Somebody sent me a note. Okay. Anyway, yeah, and I got caught up in it too. When I got to Alabama in '91, I went to Germany, a few other places, Germany, Hawaii, been stationed overseas and all that. And then I came back. When I finally got in Alabama, I went down to get my driver license. I got my driver license when I first got here. Fine, no problem. Then all of a sudden, they said I owed a ticket at Fort Bragg in 1983. I said, really? Well, I went overseas after that. I don't. Well, they called me $3,000, 3 grand. I mean, come on a ticket. But anyway, especially if you're serving your country, you can't be here and play the ticket. I forget about that. At the moment, there were more important things on my mind than the ticket. All right. Anyway, let me get back to the Republican thing. I already told you. Well, I'll go back to the congressional thing here again. It is Greg Albritton, Dick Brubaker, Caroline Dobson, Carla M. DePriest, Wallace Gilberry, Hampton S. Harris, Stacy T. Stevenson, Stepperson, or Shepperson, or something close to it. Belinda Thomas. Okay. Now, for the County Commission District number 3, we got Justin Costanza and Cedric Cooley, or Coley, I believe that's what his name is. Okay, so he's going for that. Court of Civil Appeals. Well, actually, for Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, we got Sarah Stewart and Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor, of course, is an attorney who I think was a Senator Taylor for a little while in the House, in the state Senate. Okay. Let me see now. What else is going on? Oh, we got the for Court of Civil Appeals, place 2. We got to start. We've got to start asking some of these people who are running for these court things. What they stand for. Chad Hansen and Stephen Davis Parker are the people. The Court of Criminal Appeals, place number 2. We got Rich Anderson and Thomas Gavan. Don't really know who the rest of them are, but we got a note. We got a and somebody said, did I miss? I don't think I missed Miss Gaines versus Greg Griffin, but it is not. It's not the big Greg Griffin. It's the younger Greg Griffin. Okay, I ought to put Junior in there someplace now. You're trying to trick a brother. Okay, so is that it? So those are those. So I don't have any recommendation, but I am going to vote for the continuation of the school tax thing. Okay, I'm not gonna vote for any more new ones. But since I got this, is already there. Since I'm already greased up, I might as well continue to ride. Um, so we're gonna do that. But and I think the state of Alabama is somewhat responsible for that too. You go 10 mil for 40 years, and now you got to play catch up for the next 40 years. So something's wrong with that, Victor. I don't know where. Our representatives don't really do a good job representing them. They can't change everything, but they certainly can let us know. I mean, we got all these representatives down there, and they're all Democrats. But I mean, they certainly can let us know. You know, about things. It's important to let us know that you got to raise our tax because for 40 years we were at the same level, and everybody else was moving along. Well, that's important. I'm just saying you might want to think about coming out more often. Okay, I can't come down to the hall. I don't have time to do research on computers. You just come in and tell us. Well, I mean, I got time to do it, but the regular citizen doesn't. Okay, I'm just saying y'all need to do a better. Black representatives, you need to do a better job in informing your constituency. Okay, no more excuses. No more. Well, it's more of them than it is us. We are so sick and tired of hearing that. I'm black. I'm a black man. You know, I don't think like a lot of black folks, but I'm a black man. I mean, so a rising tide should float all boats. Okay, you guys don't y'all. That's a good Southern thing. Y'all don't come to us until after you lost the fight. You don't come to us before the fight begins, so we can probably help you write letters, show up down there, like the people who are IVF or pro gay and all that stuff. One thing I give them people credit for, they show up downtown in front of that house to protest. Maybe we need to protest too. Just don't make it on the day that it's raining. Let's go back to the phone. Good morning. Who's this? No, it's not because it is. No, 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 no. I mean, it hurt somebody. No. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I appreciate you calling. 941. Good morning. Who's this? Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, never. When I was in front of one, never came up. They might get offended. All right, appreciate it. We'll be back after this. Okay, this is like the 1990s. Okay, I like this song. Only rap song I ever liked. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Hit me up, dog. Oh yeah. You try to test my cool. Oh yeah, in the ghetto. I wouldn't know about the ghetto. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never lived in the ghetto. At least not that I know of. We'll be back. Oh, I'll have to go to a break. I thought I had to go to a break. Okay, well, don't worry about it. We good. Trying to stay alive, the ghetto. Okay, let me hit that right there. And I thought I had to go to a break. I still got plenty of time. Okay, so no breaks. Let me go back to phone. Good morning. Who's this? All right, let me keep going. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. No, but you got 3 minutes. No, you can't. You ain't gonna get to say it. We got 3 minutes. I said I don't think like a lot of black folks. Y'all think like Democrats. Well, that's good enough. I mean, all you gotta do is say the word Democrat. Okay. But she probably did something different. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, is that what you called to talk? Is that what you called to talk about? Well, you better get to it because you got about a minute left. Uh, Brother, I don't think I don't I think differently. Most 95% of all black folks are Democrats. I'm not right, but I'm just saying most black folks 95. I 95% of the black folks vote one way. You vote one way. You ever vote over? No, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, no, that's a lie. Anyway, time's up. Time's up. Time's up. I gave you 3 minutes. I told you not to waste your time. Good morning. Who's this? Quickly. All righty. Good morning. Who's this? We can't tell it. We can't tell it. Anyway, good morning to everybody. Again, so what else is going on in the world today? I wrote a lot. I sat home last night and do a lot of stuff. Oh, does anybody watch the WNBA? I've never sat down and watched the WNBA. I mean, and then some girl get made newspaper all night long talking about she's going to be the first pick of the WNBA. Who cares? I don't even care about the WNBA. Who cares about the WBNB, whatever the hell it is? Who cares about the woman's thing? They look weak, and the balls got funny colors on it. Man, come on. Now, here's what I'm willing to do. I think the women ought to play the men and see if they really got what it takes to play that game. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So the champions of the women's basketball league should play the champions of the NBA and maybe for charity. Okay, all the money collected go to charity. They will run them off the court. I know that's right. Good morning. Yes. Yeah. Hmm. I actually got less than 30. Right, but yeah, right. Because who let all the wait a minute, who has let all of those immigrants in here that's going to take black folks out in the last 4 years, 10 million? Who's let that happen? Who's done it? Okay, well we agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, but the president that right now the president is a Democrat. He's allowed 10 million people to come in this country the last 4 years unfettered. Well, he don't know what room he in. He is. Wait a minute. If the president had okay, if the president had no power, why is he there? Oh, so his executive orders. Okay, all right. Wait a minute. But well, that's true. But here's the problem. That's true. But here's the deal. The Republicans, wait a minute, the Republicans don't say they're going to give you anything. The Democrats promise you everything, and you end up with nothing. No, they don't. We need that wall. If the Democrats just stop the wall, yeah, they can. I tell you, wait a minute. I tell you what I wanted to do here. Then, wait a minute, let me tell you what I wanted to do. Why don't you and I run for office? Okay, okay. Have you? Would you agree with this statement? Right. Would you agree with this statement? Any any movement that has made a difference in this country or even in the world has been started by one man. Okay, so don't say we can't do nothing. We can. We just got to be willing to put in the time to get it done. And if we don't get it done, make preparation for the people behind us to get it done. Okay, because one man can do. I used to say that too because I was ignorant to that. But one man can make a difference if he's willing to fight and sacrifice. Okay, Martin Luther King made a difference. He was one man, but he had people behind him. But he also had people that were his adversary who looked just like him, same color anyway, not just like him. So never say one person can't do anything. As a matter of fact, everything that has ever happened to make a difference has been started by one man, Malcolm X, Farrakhan. All the disciples were one man. Okay, when God called them, He didn't call them as a group. Jesus called them as one person. You can make a difference, but you have to be willing to put yourself second to everybody else. So that's what I'm telling you. One person can uh, make a difference. You just got to figure out that one person is going to be you. Are folks starting to sympathize with the folks in Gaza because of the continuing bombing of Israel? Your dog biting analogy, yeah, yeah. Um, uh, but again, listen, I don't like it when young folks and kids die and civilians get killed in war. Um, but the United States, if we have a short memory sometimes, when we were bombed by the Japanese on December 1st, 1941, excuse me, uh, we took action and killed over 750,000 people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, okay, with the first atom bomb that was dropped. So I don't know who we are to criticize anybody for doing what they think they have to do to secure a safe space for their folks to live. I don't know, but we are certainly not in the driver's seat to tell somebody else how to protect their people, even though our president doesn't seem to want to protect ours. So I don't, they do what they must do. God and history will judge what they do. But I do think they have a right to protect their country, their homeland, and their people. So yeah, everybody, you cannot be a human being and not feel sorry for the people who are caught in the middle of all this over there. You cannot, and that's on Hamas side or because all people over there, Palestinians, they're not terrorists. They're not people like that, but they're caught in the middle, just like the folks in Nagasaki and Hiroshima were caught in the middle when we dropped the atom bomb. 750,000 people died. So we don't sit in a seat of authority and some sort of moral high ground. But I can just say this, and then I'll make my point, and I'll be on to the caller. If it happened over here, if October 7th, 2023 had happened in America, and all of a sudden we woke up that morning and hundreds and thousands of our people were killed by people who had gotten to this country, a terrorist cell, whatever you want to call them, and it happened, what would we do? What would we do? You know what we would do. We went to Afghanistan for 20 years trying to figure out, trying to get the folks who hurt our 3,000 citizens on 911. So I don't set in any high ground. I wish it didn't have to happen, but hey, it is what it is. 860-1440. Good morning. Who's this? I hear you. Good morning. Who's this? My bad. But I did know that, but I just slipped my mind. Good morning. Yeah. Uh, 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 again, but didn't we kill? I hear you. Again, well, again, but wait a minute. I just told the truth. We killed 750,000 people. I can't either. I can't either. But no. But what do we can't tell Israel how to protect their people. They, what's the truth? We killed 750,000. Wait a minute. We killed 750,000. But we killed 750,000 people in Nagasaki, Hiroshima. Okay. Okay. A lot of them were innocent. A lot of them were innocent, and we killed them. Okay. So that's just it's war. That's why they call it hell. It is hell. One more. Good morning on air. Well, I gotta go, man. If I let you talk, I got to let everybody call back if you keep calling back. Go ahead. Okay then. You put it out there. Anyway, be careful what you ask for. Anyway, we gotta go. We'll be back. Hopefully, the good Lord says the phone on Monday. Oh, here's somebody. Here's somebody. Good morning. Who's this? Come on, quickly. I gotta go. We didn't kill. Wait, now, when we 10 million. How do you know? How do you know? Okay. Hey, we can talk about that money. We talk about that money. I gotta go.
Let's see. Hey, blizzard conditions are part of a snowstorm that's expected to dump several snow in California's Sierra Nevada this weekend. People are hunkering down.
We'll see. Bolts, I guess, for staying in during a snowy weekend.
Honestly, meteorologist Craig Allen.
There's even the